Hey mates, I'm Alex.
And I'm Gaston.
Welcome to Power Mates.
This is the place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues. So, mates, today we are going to be exploring one of the most exciting announcements from the Fabric team. And that is a new item in Fabric. That is Maps. Maps is now a brand new item inside Microsoft Fabric. So, think about geospatial data all around us: traffic sensors, public safety, supply chain tracking, retail footprints. And until now, analyzing this kind of data usually required external GIS tools. So that changed from today because Fabric just gave us native enterprise ready way to work with geospatial data. And in just a few moments, I will show you a quick demo using a real public data set of crime incidents from the last 30 days. So, Alex, what your thoughts?
So okay, let's recap. The official, blog post announcing Maps put it very clearly. Fabric already brought together structured, semi-structured, and real-time data into one. Now it's bringing in location intelligence as first-class citizens. So Maps it's designed to be for everyone, not just for GIS expert. That means you can upload geospatial data in format like GeoJSON, shapefiles, or Parquet. Also, you can query it directly in Fabric with familiar SQL, for example. Last, you can instantly visualize a spatial relationship on an interactive map. And the most importantly here is it's all under the Fabric governance and security model. I think this is really a key point. So no more exporting sensitive data into a separate mapping tool. So I think that is the key point, or one of the game changers here with the maps.
Yeah, exactly, Alex. And here's a couple of things that Maps as an item brings to the table. First of all, the native special queries, so you can run geospatial functions like the distance, clustering, intersections directly in Microsoft Fabric. Then the seamless visualization, because any Fabric user can now view data points, polygons, and heat maps right inside the platform itself. And the enterprise integration, Maps connects with the rest of Fabric, so meaning that the lineage, the governance, the Copilot Power Insights, and all extends again to geospatial data. Use cases that are kind of endless. You have from retail can analyze a store catchment areas, logistics teams that can optimize routes, governments can map incidents, and data scientists as well can enrich models with special context. So let's do a quick demo. Let me give you a quick taste of what this really looks like. So let's go over to my machine. Let's start the whole overall process. So remember that we have our all workloads coming together: data engineer, data factory, data science, data warehouse, and so on real-time intelligence. But then I am going to be opening a workspace where I have a whole solution here with an event house, a lake house there. I have an event stream, and then I have this icon over there that is a maps, and that is the new item. So anytime you go here to the new item and look at this, I have this overall new item over there. But again, as usual, and Alex explained this in the Power Platform side of things, that sometimes you need to enable the feature. So remember that in the icon of settings, if you are an admin of the capacity or admin of your tenant, you need to go over here and open your admin portal. And of course, in the admin portal, you're going to see if we search for maps over there, you need to check that the maps new feature, and you can see that this is a new feature, is enabled. In my case, I already enabled this one, but remember that you can enable the feature for the entire organization, or you can enable this just for one security group until you test a little bit more on this new feature in your own organization. Then the other aspect that I would love to share, part of our demo, is we are going to be working with a public, JSON file for crime incidents in this case. So I open a new URL here. This is a public URL with catalog data set, and I have crime incidents in the last 30 days. So, and you have this option to download the file in multiple formats. In my case, I saw the documentation from Microsoft, and I see that this is a support, file, JSON file, and I download this one to my desktop. Uh, Remember, and we are going to be dropping this in the comments of these videos, the announcement of the maps in Microsoft Fabric. This is a blog post with all the details, and then also we are going to be attaching this one, that is the whole learn in Microsoft Learn across the space of what is doable from the maps perspective, how you start the process of building new maps, how you start the process of adding this new item, as well how you connect to data sources. This is open to connect to a lake house. This is also supporting, as we mentioned before, this is supporting JSON, GeoJSON files as the file extensions. You're optional to add these, and you can see the levels of what you can do, zoom in, zoom out, add data maps to PM tiles, and so on, and the level of connections. You also have the connection not only to the lakehouse, you can connect also to your event house and KQL databases. You have this option to add different data sources, and you can run, of course, internal KQL queries against your data set. So that's pretty much what Microsoft is bringing in terms of supporting from documentational learning purpose. In our case, I'm going back here, open my lakehouse. Remember that you have in the lakehouse the option to working with structured data, unstructured data. That's the meaningful part of the tables and the files folder here. I'm going to go to files. You can see that in my case, I have download this file into my desktop, and that was the file that I'm uploading via the get data option and uploading files. That is the file that I'm uploading, the GeoJSON file. That is kind of the first step, to have a file that has different, geolocations across the space. But again, you can attach a file, you can attach a lake house, you can attach an event house, and then the next steps on this one is going to the new item in my workspace, and the new item is going to be checking for the map, and I can say, hey, this is a test map in this workspace. So I can create a new map, and you can go over the place here. And as I mentioned before, several options. One of the options was uh, working on the map and attaching different files, or you can, in my case, I have this other map up and running, working on this one, and you can refresh on this one, and you can see that in this case, I am viewing this, I can edit this, and when I hit the edit option in top right, you can add new items and say, hey, I want to add a lake house, and point into your lake house, or I want to click on this other tab and add an event house as well. Or you can go directly and and open, in this case, my files, and click on crime incidents, and if you click on this option to show on map, it's going to be checking on your map, and it's going to be checking for this option over there. And of course, if you can all the time zoom to fit, and you can check all the points back there from the map, and you can add multiple layers, tooltips. If you want to add the tooltips to see in every single option, you can see all the points over there to see exactly what's going on this point. and that's at the tooltip option over there. But also you can point settings and say, hey, I don't want to see bubbles, I want to see a heat map. So you can see the heat map, and you can arrange the opacity, the intensity, everything is coming together here, and then the weight that you're gonna be looking to any of the options over there. Enable clustering allow you to do the more the kind of the clustering across this space. But overall the experience is great in terms of the interactions between all the items, the options to upload files in unstructured day, linking this to the lake house, to an event house, add new items. You can keep adding more items to your map to do more kind of interactive decisions across the space. The general settings, some of the great features that are coming together. But overall, from here you can do filters, in this case from crime type, or zoom into specific neighborhood, or apply clustering, highlight some hotspots. For example, you can clearly see some patterns of incidents downtown compared to some suburban areas. This is the power of bringing geospatial analysis directly into Fabric. It's fast, it is interactive, and it's available to every data team, not just GIS specialists. So, Alex, what excited you the most about this new item?
What excites me the most is how maps fit into the broader fabric, vision. Think about combining map with graph, to analyze relationship between people, places, or supply chain. Real-time intelligence to visualize live IoT signals, traffic, or logistic events. And also, of course, my friend Copilot, to simply ask like, show me areas with the highest crime density in the last week, for example, or something like that. So, and also get an answer, but visually on the map. So that's where this is heading. It's like making location intelligence part of everyday analytics and AI agents on some point. So map in fabric is here for our perspective, if a game changer for anyone who wants to add location to their data story. So let us know in the comments, what geospatial use case would you love to explore in Fabric, and or retail site selection, logistics optimization, or maybe some, I don't know, public safety like the demo Gaston show today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your community. And as always, keep building the future with Fabric and Power Platform.
And remember that together we unlock the full potential of Power Platform and Microsoft Fabric. So stay tuned.
Yeah.